Hello everybody. Welcome
What's up? What's up?
back to another game week preview. I feel like it's been a very long time since we did anything related to football. I've just been so dead for the last 3 weeks. Also, work, as I guess we've all had personal commitments. International break has been around. Some very fun games, I'd like to say, but in spite of all of that, I don't think any of us has really thought of football for a while. Um, any news? I think there's only this one big piece of news. Uh, the Shara man has officially joined the 30 brigade. We are all now old people on the podcast. Nobody below the age of
Yeah.
30.
Yes,
This is
we
Welcome
have
to
quite
lost
Alex.
sad.
youth.
We have lost youth, exactly. We are now closer to death than we were
We
close
we
to
are
our
not
childhood.
the youth of the nation.
We're the midlife crisis of the of the
Yeah.
nation at this point. Um,
And we have Abhin who's gonna become one year wiser.
Goodness, I mean that depends really how. I'm still waiting for the wisdom to shine upon me. One day I wake up in the morning and be like, today I have awoken to be a wise old man. No, it's not. It's just like, oh man, I have work today in the evening. I'm going to play FIFA. God, I just is this. I don't know when does it come. Like this one, is there like a divine intervention moment, or is it just, eh? It's a gradual process.
It's probably just a gradual process.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But what's not a gradual process is the Premier League season because we're in for it for the last 4 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks that we've got left. Actually, no, 7 weeks. What am I saying?
We have 7 game
So,
weeks. We're
yeah,
on game
exactly.
week
So
31.
31. Right. So we're on game
So
week 31.
technically
It's
8 more, including this. Yeah.
Statman Akshay living up to his name.
Of course.
Precision.
Gotta do it. Gotta do what you
Gotta
gotta
do
do.
what you gotta do. Anyway, besides all of that, let's get into it. So, anyone watching the international break fixtures? Any talking points
No.
during the international break? Of course, there was a talking point during the international break. How can
Talking
we?
point was there, but I didn't watch any of the games to be honest.
I didn't
I didn't
watch.
know where to watch half the games.
Yeah, I feel. Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
here they were streaming on ESPN Plus, a service I have not subscribed to, and back in India, it would probably be in the dead of the night on a Sony Live or
I don't think many of the
No, I don't think the qualifiers anyone bought rights or anything. So
yeah. So I guess the qualifiers
you
are just
you
happening on soccer
you
streams.
yeah
had to be a pirate and save the highlights.
sofascore.com.
So,
Don't give away websites. People will kill like poor guys. Anyway,
Yeah.
but to get back into some of the highlights from the international break, let's start off, I guess, with the one place to start off: Italy versus North Macedonia. So Italy had 32 shots in this game, and in the 90th minute, North Macedonia break, and the perfectly timed shot. It just escapes Donnarumma. Like it almost gets fingertips to it, but it's just far enough out that it bypasses him, and Italy are out of the World Cup. They're not going for a second time running, which is odd considering about a year just about 14 months ago, they were crowned European champions. So,
Has it been 14
ve-
months?
yeah, I think June, July last year, right? So I think about
It,
um,
10 months. Yeah.
how has it been 10 months, Akshay?
You tell me.
Right, it's been 10 months, damn it. Once again, not very good with the math. Okay, so wow, Statman Akshay really getting to me today. But anyway, let's get into Italy, what this means. So the fallout from the Italian press is just, I mean, they're obviously very sad and very pissed off. And a lot of the blame is being put down to the fact that Italy don't have their strikers of old. Because we grew up in a generation where we saw the Filippo Inzaghi's, Alessandro Del Piero, Luca Toni. And who else, man? I'm probably missing out. Roberto Baggio, of course. I mean, much. Probably we were too young to remember because we're all '90s children. But he was like 94, 95. Roberto Baggio uh, was bee's knees, as they like to say.
Yeah.
And but so I mean, I think they have Ciro Immobile. There's Insigne is also up there, but hardly the legendary strikers that they used to have, right? Even so far as to say, even Balotelli, who for all his faults was very good for the Italian national team. If you remember, I think
Yeah, he always has
well,
good. He always
yeah.
plays
Yeah,
well.
it used to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so it's a strange time because Italy defensively very sound, very um, such a unit. I don't think you're going to get a better backline in the coming years than what they currently have. So it's disappointing to see, but also wonderful for North Macedonia because uh, you know giant killers. Everyone loves a giant killer story, and they've made it. And speaking of minnows making
Not
it to the World Cup, sorry, you were saying.
Macedonia have beat they beat Germany, Spain, and
Yeah,
Italy
they beat
now.
Germany, Spain as well.
So they're literally giant killers. Like, just insane.
They're what do you call? They're very good at forming a low block.
They're all vibes, dude. They're only on steroids. That's it.
Oh, yeah, on steroids. But yeah, I mean, North Macedonia through. Canada are also through for the first time since 1986.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
US men's national team made it yesterday, the day before we're recording this. Senegal beat Egypt, and Ghana
Oh
beat
yeah, that's one to
Nigeria.
talk to.
Yeah, that penalty shootout in the Senegal Egypt match was hilarious because the number of lasers pointed at Salah's face was insane. A tactic they used on the Senegalese team back in Egypt, and then were on the receiving end when
But the
they
scenes at
traveled
the
to
end of the
Senegal.
game were really sad.
Describe
And
what happened.
people were throwing things at Salah, throwing water
They, they,
bottles,
they came
stones
onto the
at
pitch,
him.
right?
Hmm. I missed
And
all of this.
tried to storm him, but the good thing or bad thing, I don't know. Whatever. But Salah, he has his own security team of 4 guys who are protecting him. So
Mm.
they ran onto the pitch and they escorted him out. Otherwise, he would have been for the crowd there.
Yeah.
And
Very interesting.
he did a messy thing where he was like, "It was great playing with you guys." He was telling his teammates, but I don't know if I'll play with you guys again. But it was great, whatever it was.
Mm.
I
He's
think
just sad where they haven't qualified for the World Cup, and
Mm.
he'll come
yeah.
back. I'm sure he will. He's
I mean, I would have think he'd have another AFCON in him at least.
Yeah, of course. He's got another World Cup in him. If he's what 29 this year, right? Easily, he's
Yeah,
got
but
another World Cup.
He has time on his hands.
And he really takes good care of himself. And now I think Liverpool are in a position where they don't look like they're going to renew his contract. I personally feel they shouldn't renew his contract because he's going to hit 30. He's only going to slow down a little bit. And the way Liverpool's model is, they don't spunk money on players. Every decision is calculated and well thought of, unlike another team in red. So I believe they have Louis. They developed Luis
But dude, it's
Diaz.
Salah, right? Like, I mean, even if it's a 30-year-old, it's still
I know, but
Salah
if you put him
who's
on a
banging in
bumper,
20 goals in.
I don't know if he'll continue that. I think this is probably the peak of Salah that we're seeing, and
I mean,
you're
even another,
gambling on him.
yeah, you're gambling, but he's proven Premier League player, right? Unlike like we went and bought a 100 million striker who's not doing shit. Right?
I mean, he also has proven Premier League striker, and
Yeah.
he has 100 Premier
In
League
what
goals.
sense? Yeah, no, but I don't know, dude. Like he's a proven Italian league striker where everyone's banging in goals. Tammy Abraham has hit 23 goals in the Italian league. Okay. Damn, I fucking hate that. So anyone can make it there, but the Premier League is really hard.
Yeah, Premier League is a lot more intense, right? And I feel
Yeah.
it's you have less time and space on the ball. People are a lot more in your face, especially with tackles, and just so it's a difficult league to be a part of. And with the Lukaku situation is it's not like he's a bad striker. It's just I think it's more to do with you need to play him a certain way, and you can only play him that way. He's not a striker you can mold into
I mean,
being
you have to
a.
build a team around him, but it doesn't make sense to build a team around him.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
that,
Do Chelsea could benefit from building a team around him? I feel like you have the wingers to support him. You have the midfield as well. So
you
Chelsea
have
are probably
fullback FC to support
one of the
him.
more rounded. Yeah, of course, fullback FC. One of the more
Yeah,
rounded teams. But I don't. It's just a culture clash at this point. I see
The,
it happening
I mean, the
pretty
more I look at
recently.
modern football today, right? Like you look at Pep systems or anything, it's like they might be slightly boring teams, but they do all the right passes, the right goals, the right everything. They don't have one superstar. Like, I mean, I think that Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi era is behind us. Like, you need you need your whole team to play together and play well. You don't need to build a team around one guy.
I know, but then you look at the Salah Manes of the world who are still.
Yeah, but
Um,
Salah Manes are working also because there's a Van Dijk, there's an Alexander Arnold, there's
mhm.
a
but
the, every
Salah Mane are working also because of Trent and Robertson also, right? It's not
Yeah,
only
that's the
yeah.
point.
it's like basically like that whole team is working
It's like an
together
all-star team almost, dude. Almost all-star
pretty
team.
much. Yeah, they have the
I,
three top
Like,
assists
like
and goals
yeah,
this
like
season
they're all
already.
FPL assets, dude. Van Dijk or Salah or Mane or
so basically,
CA
there are
or
goals. Yeah, there are goals coming in from every
Everywhere.
different.
every
Yeah.
position.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So it's a it's a very tactical game now. I think you have, of course, you have the Pep style, which is a lot more possession based football. Um, you have Liverpool style, which is a little more direct. And they're possession based, but they're also capable of hitting teams on the counter. They can go long if they need to. Van Dijk has the most long passes in the Premier League. Like he's very good at it
Yeah.
at at switching play. I think even Matip now is going on marauding runs. So the thing with Liverpool and City is there are goals coming in from everywhere. I feel City are struggling now because that lack of a striker is showing. There is no
Yeah.
like solid number nine to come in and be like, oh, I'm going to be here. I'm going to sniff out a chance when the team is struggling to get that goal. Because usually City camp outside the opposition box and they just pass them to death. And in this scenario, they just don't have that one striker to like make that extra yard run where uh, the midfielders don't see or are incapable of doing as false nines. So makes for a very interesting week, and I think um, this is a good platform for us to jumpstart our our preview for the week. So Akshay, when you're ready, my friend. So for those of you listening to this on
Sure.
audio, um, we have like an we have a sheet where we run through each fixture, but we'll try and make this as prescriptive as possible for you. So here it comes. So starting off, it's been a
So
while.
let's just run through previous weeks, 4 games that
Okay,
we had.
cool. So we need to like do a little bit of review for that as well.
You don't see the screen?
Yeah.
Zoom out a little bit.
Zoom out.
Yeah.
Okay. Wolves versus Leeds. We all had
Your card, yeah.
Wolves winning, and then Leeds just absolutely snatched the result there in the last minute. Pure chaos. Two 90th minute winners in the space of 5 days or something. So kind of insane.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then you have
And
Villa Arsenal.
we had Jimmy who goes and gets himself sent off.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for Akshay, but great for everybody else. Uh, anyway, Villa Arsenal. I think we all had Arsenal winning, and Arsenal did win. The, a 1-0 win, and Villa looked very toothless for most of that game. Leicester Brentford. I think we ended up being a win to Leicester. I think Akshay decided to
I
go
was the
against
one, yeah, just
go
just
against
for
the
the kick
grain.
of it.
And
Anyway, I'm not in the running for the
mhm.
total points tally, and doesn't I don't even care right now.
West Ham Spurs 3-1 Spurs winners, but we all went. I went for a West Ham win, and that was my downfall.
Yeah,
And
same here.
and then ultimately that kind of left me at second place, with Sid taking top position this week. Anyway, let's quickly move on to Game Week 31's fixtures now that we know what the past results were. Liverpool Watford. Now, the very pertinent question here is, do you think Salah plays this game? Salah or Mane play this game? Because they both have come back from a very exhausting set of international fixtures. I believe, in Game Week 32, they play Man City away. So this game right here, they like a lot of a lot of things are on the line at the moment. You have um, Liverpool can't afford to drop points, neither can Man City, because if Liverpool drop points, Man City spell blood. So
Yeah,
this and I think even without the likes of Salah and Mane, they have enough in the tank to get themselves through this game. So I see them running out comfortable 3-0 winners.
3-0.
Yeah.
I think it all depends on if either of them start, but I think they'll still manage to win this 2-0.
I also think 3-0.
Brighton Norwich. Oh, I think Norwich are gone. It feels like Norwich are gone.
Haven't they come back though?
Yeah, but they've dropped off again in the recent past.
Did they?
And yeah, I think Brighton could.
They probably
Uh,
yeah. I think Norwich lose this quite easily.
mhm.
The Brighton win it quite comfortably.
I'm going 2-0 to Brighton.
Same here, 2-0.
I think 1-0 Brighton.
Okay, so
Burnley,
moving
Man
on. To
Burnley,
Burnley,
Man
Man City. Now, Man City have to win this, so it's like the
Yeah, they have
annual Burnley twacking. I think they run out comfortably 3-0 winners here.
Do you think there's going to be a Woot moment?
I doubt it.
Woot.
I think
3-0, right? You said. Sorry.
Yeah.
I also think maybe 4-0. Man City.
4-0 winners. Okay, I wouldn't be the.
I'm just going 1-3 just for the kick of
Okay.
it.
Because you want Wood Vegas to score for your FPL team, don't you, Akshay?
I don't have
Sky
him.
boy.
I don't have him, but maybe.
Chelsea, Brentford. Breezy 2-0 win for Chelsea. No, I'd say 3.
That's
3-0 win. Yeah.
I'll say 2-0.
I'm going to 2-1 actually. Because I want Ivan to win. Let's go.
Leeds, Southampton. Who does not want to defend? I think Leeds are in a vein of form, but Southampton are pretty good themselves as well. I think this could be a high-scoring 2-2 draw.
Thank you. I think it will be a 0-0. Both teams are going to grind out each other, but I don't think we'll have a goal score here.
Oh, okay.
Votes?
Very tricky game, but I think Southampton. 1-0 Southampton.
1-0 Southampton. Wolves Villa. Teams
Oof.
are
I'm
coming
going to be
off
very cagey. I'm going
losses.
for a nil-nil draw here. I don't think any team is scoring. I think Gerard's team are too hesitant to like break their defensive shape, and Wolves will look to squeeze the game as well. So I expect a nil-nil draw.
I think Villa somehow just nicked this 2-1.
I mean that makes sense. Those, what do you have?
Wolves. Oh, okay, I think 1-0 Aston Villa.
Game of the weekend.
United Leicester. Leicester can't defend, neither can Man United, which leaves us. And I don't think Jamie Vardy is playing this game, right? I
No, I don't
believe
think
he's.
he is.
I believe he's out. He's more or less out for the season. That could swing things in United's favor. So I'm expecting United to win this 2-1.
Oh, that's quite optimistic there, huh?
Optimistic me.
I think United, it's going to be tricky. Though, I still want a few seconds to decide my score.
I think 1-1 United Leicester.
I think it's going to be 0-0. I don't think either team scoring.
Makes sense.
And
Um,
we've had a bad record of against Leicester, either losing or drawing. So yeah,
Okay. West Ham West Ham Everton. Who do we have? 3-0 West Ham. I'm 2-0 West Ham for me. I feel they just wipe the floor with them.
but are they who they were at the start of the season?
Who, West Ham?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty sure they aren't, but they're better than Everton, who are struggling for form.
didn't Everton win the last game?
No, I think they lost their last game.
Oh, I think
Everton haven't played since. No, I think. Wait. I know what you're talking about. Yes, they won I think a 90th minute winner somewhere.
I thought they won it
Yeah, they won
at Newcastle.
at Newcastle, right? Where
Yeah,
Iwobi scored in the 90th minute. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
That was a game 99th minute to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they won that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think West Ham win it 3-1.
I think 2-1 to West Ham.
Newcastle
Spurs,
Tottenham. Oh,
Newcastle.
Like, interesting.
3-2 Spurs.
I think Newcastle
I think-
on a downward slope, no, right now.
I think they're safe, but I don't think they're going to light up any trees. But I still feel they might not have enough in the tank to combat both Son and Kane. And Kulusevski, who let's be honest, is having an absolute stormer of a season.
I think 3-1 Spurs.
I think 2-1 Newcastle.
Oh, back in the boys. Crystal Palace Arsenal. Now this is an exciting and interesting game to dissect, because if you remember the reverse fixture, Arsenal equalize right at the depth, which is that
Yeah,
one
that was
point
it.
which is kind of keeping them above the chasing pack right now. That one point may just come back to be the most important point they've secured all season. And but I still think this game could be a 1-0 win to Arsenal. I think Arsenal score early and then frustrate the life out of Palace. I think they've gotten very good at defensively shutting teams out.
Yeah.
So I expect them to do more of the same here as well.
I think Arsenal are doing really well.
Yeah, they are.
They're in good form.
Yeah, undoubtedly.
Yeah. I think they'll win it quite easily. I think 2-0. Arsenal.
Now,
2
no,
0 2-0
What?
Arsenal. Yeah.
This is the extra fixture of the week. Burnley Everton for all
hmm,
the double game weeks.
relegation 6-pointer. This one, I do love a scrap.
That's
Uh,
yeah.
I think Burnley will bully Everton, and Everton will score, but Burnley will have more. 2-1. What a poet I am.
1 to Burnley.
2-1 to Burnley. Yes.
I think 1 to Burnley. They they scored and then they
And
just
keep it
back.
clean.
Yeah.
I think 1-0 Everton.
Interesting. I guess when Sid pops back up, he can put his.
I'll ask him to if he
Yeah.
joins. We'll get it. Otherwise, we'll ask him to fill it up later.
Cool. No worries. Now, anything to add from an FPO perspective, if at all?
We should look at our team
Let's look at our team.
and
So,
make our changes.
yeah, I mean, it was a blank game week last week.
It was we scored 5 points
Oh, really?
because we forgot to change our team.
Oh, lovely. So
Yeah.
that's quite disappointing. But new game week, a new set of fixtures.
So we have 4.2 in the bank with 2
Mhm.
transfers. Can you see the team?
I can see the screen. So I'd get rid of Antonio and probably get
Who?
Kane in there. Antonio, right,
Antonio.
as a striker. Get Kane in there and
Kane.
make funds for it.
Kane. Oh, we just need to
0.8.
make one more transfer.
Yeah, that's fine. We can bump Bernardo off for
Who do we have?
Fornals, I think.
6.3. Oh, sorry.
We can get
Gallagher?
Fornals. Yeah, Conor Gallagher's a good shout. His fixtures get better as well.
ESR. ESR is a good shout.
Yeah, I'll get an Arsenal player in there. ESR, yeah, ESR or Martin. I play Martinelli. He seems to be more of an attacking forward. So let's go with Gabriel Martinelli. That was pretty simple.
Yeah. Or do you want to get Holberg if you can? No.
Højbjerg,
Holberg. Yeah. He's been scoring.
as in Højbjerg from Spurs.
Yeah, he's been scoring last week.
He's a defensive midfielder. I would not get him in.
Yeah, but never mind. Can we make funds for Kulelevsky? Or
Kulusevski, we could. No, but you already have a Spurs asset in there, so I wouldn't. Let's try and diversify as much as possible.
do we want to keep this back four?
Yeah. I think if Trent doesn't play, we can still have enough. We have
Trent
enough.
won't play. No, he's still injured.
Yeah, he's got a hamstring, so I doubt Trent is making
Should I
the
make the
team. But
transfers?
yeah, let's make the transfers. We're good to go.
Confirm.
Who are you putting the armband on?
Do we want to play Brownhill?
No, play.
Double game week.
I mean, if you want to, yeah, play instead of Amate, play Brownhill, I guess. And
No, but we
play
have Martinelli as well.
Yeah, you can play Josh King
Instead of-
instead. Yeah.
King against Liverpool is not going to play.
Yeah, just don't expect much. Yeah, that's the team.
Should we
Any
keep
suggestions?
Brownhill as number one.
Yeah,
case-
that's fine.
In case Trent doesn't play,
Yeah,
he can come on. And armband.
armband on Salah with
Salah.
Vice on Vice on
Vice on
Kane.
Kane.
Yeah.
Or should we? Do you think Kane is a better captain choice?
I don't know, I think just keep it on Salah for now because Liverpool at home seems the wiser choice. Or I would put it on Jota, to be perfectly honest as well. So yeah, I'd say this should be it. You can keep it. I think Watford look more leaky than Newcastle do, so definitely keep it on a Liverpool player.
Oh,
And-
Ramsdale is not going to play. I just remembered.
Why? What happened to him?
He's injured, no? He hurt his hip or back or something. And
Who do we have?
Foster.
Okay, put Ben Foster. He'll probably garner up a few more saves, right? So
Yeah, hopefully.
anyway, that should be
That's
that.
bad.
Drop Trent. I don't think Trent's playing, but so you can just might as well swap
But
him
just
out
keep
for.
him in case
yeah,
he plays.
cool.
He plays. If he doesn't, the sub comes on.
All right, I guess that should be that.
That's that.
And
from my
wow, quick
side.
episode. We breezed through it in just about 30 minutes this time. So
Oh yeah, just been
we'll be
that.
we'll be back on Monday to discuss this, and we'll be back every week as we ramp up to
Yeah.
the end of the season because
We
it's
should.
an
We
exciting.
should be more.
It's an
The top
exciting
four
set
races are
of.
going to be top 3 and 4. Like, it's going to be very exciting to see.
I mean, we have a title race, we have a race for top 4, and we have a relegation scrap. So we have races all
That's
around.
going to be a good end of the season.
Mm-hmm. So that's us. We'll see you on the next one. The audio podcast should be live within the next hour or so. Everyone take care. We'll see you soon.
Cheers. Bye.